All right, guys, Drew Cannoli here. I am here with Brooks Holland. We have a video we are going over today. How you doing today, Brooks?
I'm doing awesome.
Awesome, man. Glad to have you here. We got 7 fat-burning foods that will give you a six-pack. As you can tell by all of the sexy people on the front of this, they're all eating these 7 things, guaranteed. So adopt your habits, look into your nutrition. The next 7 things will reveal to you, and it should help you out as well. So number 1 of the 7 fat-burning foods, we have berries. And personally, when I think of berries, I don't think that you could burn fat from eating berries, because I have this, conception that berries have a lot of sugar, that if I eat a lot of them, I'm going to gain weight. But clearly, by eating berries, you can actually start to lose body fat. What do you think about that, Brooks?
Well, they do have sugar, but they're natural, healthy sugars. And again, when you're eating these berries, it's not a ton of sugar. I mean, you're going to get like 50 grams of sugar from 1 can of soda, where it's going to take a ton of berries to get anywhere near that amount, and it's not processed sugar.
Yeah, it's a different type of sugar, which is natural, so that you don't get the insulin spike that you would get from a can of soda.
Right. Most of your berries are generally low glycemic carbs, so you don't have to worry about that insulin spike. But also, when you have these berries, you always want to have them with some type of protein and fat, and we got some great examples of that coming up here shortly.
And berries are a great thing to eat before you go to the gym, probably, to get that energy lift, to pick you up, to get you in the gym and crank out some weights.
Yeah, they're a great snack to have around.
Yeah, so you want to avoid the berries that are frozen with processed sugar. You want to buy the organic berries. They've done some studies, and the organic berries actually are more nutrient.
And that's actually very true. I used to be one of those people that was skeptical about a lot of the organic foods, but a friend of mine was big as far as with the national policy and that, and saw a lot of the research, and especially your thin-skinned berries. If you can get those organic, definitely do it. So your grapes, your blueberries, things like that, it's really important to try to get the organic.
Yep, raspberries, blackberries, that kind of thing. So I'm from Michigan, so we used to just go outside and pick a handful of blackberries and roll out. So number 2 of the 7 fat-burning foods, we have almonds, walnuts, peanuts, etc. Get the ones with no sugar, you guys. Buy the raw nuts. The reason these nuts are so good is because they have the fat that's actually good for your body.
Right. I'm a huge fan of almonds. Almonds are probably one of the best nuts that you can have. And again, the whole key thing here is portion size. I used to always see that, nuts were good. I'd go in there and grab, a huge handful, not realizing that I really should be having just literally, 6 to 10 almonds at a time is a good serving size. And this is a great thing that you want to have with those healthy berries that we talked about on the earlier slide. That way you got some healthy fats to go along with those healthy low glycemic carbs.
Yep, absolutely. And you want to buy the raw almonds and stuff as well instead of the roasted, guys. So number 3 of the 7 fat-burning foods are oats, which are high in soluble fiber. They have a slow energy release response. Normally when I buy my oats, I buy the steel cut, which is a superfood as well. They have about 8 grams of fiber in steel cut oats, which are amazing. Buy the organic ones. You're going to want to avoid the sweetened chocolate chip oats, the ones that kind of taste like Captain Crunch when you eat them. If you're feeding your kids those are not good. Buy the steel cut. You can get the quick instant cook steel cut oats as well. It takes about 5 minutes in the microwave for those type of steel cut oats. We have red meat. A lot of people think, wow, red meat, I can lose weight and eat red meat. It's because it's so good for your muscle. And we all know that when you build more muscle and you maintain muscle, that's actually the biggest and most fastest way to lose body fat is by the accumulation of muscle mass. So it's a perfect ratio of good versus bad fat. Now, I'm not advising you to go out and eat a bunch of fatty meat. You're going to want to get good sirloin tip, really lean quality meat. And again, it's all about portion.
Exactly.
If you're a 200-pound guy, you probably want about 5 or 6 ounces at most per meal.
And the other thing about the red meats, it's actually a natural source of creatine. That's where that comes from. So you don't have to worry about all the creatine supplements. You can get a lot of it just naturally from eating the quality lean meats.
Yep. And we also have one of my favorite things to eat in the whole world, eggs, whole eggs. And when I say whole eggs, I mean eat the yolk and everything, you guys. I know a lot of people are thinking it raises your cholesterol and does all this stuff, but it's actually good cholesterol for your body. And again, Brooks would inform you not to overdose and eat 10 eggs in one sitting.
I'm a huge egg eater. I mean, I eat tons, and I admit I stick mostly to the egg whites, and it's just, I mean, I do throw the yolks in there every once in a while, but I mean, I'm eating, sometimes 8 to 10 eggs a day, so that's why I try to cut out some of that fat from the yolks.
Yeah, you're going to get about 90% of vitamins from the actual yolk itself. So I like the vitamins. I'm a vitamin guy. The protein is definitely in the egg white as well. So it's a great source of usable protein.
And the great thing with the egg whites is you can, you make those eggs, they get kind of big and fluffy, and they can help really fill you up and give you that sense of satisfaction where there's not a lot of calories, which is really good.
Yeah. I'm also a fan of buying organic cage-free eggs as well. I know out here in California to get 12 eggs, it's sometimes anywhere from $5 to $7. So it adds up. But you're going to get all the vitamins and nutrients from that, uncaged bird, we'll say.
Exactly.
So, and spinach, one of my favorite things as well. It has about 45% protein. You have to eat a lot of spinach. We just looked that up to even compare to how much you're going to get in typical meat. But it actually, pound for pound more, it actually has more protein than actually red meat. So it helps neutralize free radicals. It fights cancer and a various assortment of other diseases. Spinach is great to juice. Popeye, built his forearms up, not even lifting weights, but just eating spinach, which I don't know if you're going to be able to do
notice that Popeye was eating spinach 24 hours a day, because you're pretty much going to have to do it if that's your main source of protein.
And buy natural and organic again. Avoid cream spinach or anything from the store that's mixed with sugar or any of that junk as well.
Natural, leafy, green spinach. Throw it in those omelets. I mean, it's awesome. Love it.
Yep, and I believe that about does it for our 7 fat-burning foods. So this is going to wrap it up, guys. Or do we have one more?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, we got one more as a surprise bonus for you guys. Peanut butter, and peanut butter is one of my favorite things. I know it is for you too, Brooks. Whether you're putting it on a low carb tortilla, whether you're putting it on a piece of whole wheat organic toast, or just eating a scoop of it.
And here's the big thing about peanut butter. I've grown up on peanut butter since I was a little kid, and I used to love my Skippy and my Jif, but a couple years ago I really started learning about the hydrogenated oils. Stick to just plain organic peanut butter. The ingredients should read something along the lines of roasted peanuts and maybe some salt. That should be it. You don't want all the hydrogenated oils. And what that does is those are the peanut butters that are creamy at room temperature. They've gotten a lot better with the natural and organic peanut butters. There's not as much oil separation, but what I like to do is just give them a good stir and then keep them in the refrigerator, and that keeps the oil together. So I open them up, I stir in the oils of the peanut butter, and I put it in the refrigerator after that. You won't have any problems with separation. I love the peanut butter. I put it on apples, celery. I mean, it's just, you can't beat it. It has the same quality, healthy fats, good protein, and healthy carbs.
And it helps burn fat. So, 7 fat-burning foods right here, you guys. Check out the rest of our videos at fitlife.tv. We'll see you soon.
Definitely.